Papa Pepper, the excitement of buying a gourd for $1.
Alright guys, Papa Pepper back on the homestead today. I wanted to talk to you about gourds because these are something that I think are really underrated currently in America. I think they're used very well all over the world. I think that in the past they were used very well. If you know, for a while we've been growing the birdhouse variety. Made some cordage out of some sheep wool that we sheared ourselves. This one's still got to get cut open and the seeds harvested. But these are pretty cool, pretty durable, pretty nice. Something we can grow and produce and make here ourselves. Also enjoy growing these type, which can work as a big maraca. You can also cut them across the top here and use them as a feed scoop. So we like using that for our chicken feed, our rabbit feed, stuff like that, you know. A good, durable, hard, you know, renewable type resource we can grow every year. If it breaks, we can compost it, add it back into the garden, and just kind of repeat the process. Those we've been growing for a bit. Then this one we got off Paul Mac last year. I'm going to run this one as a birdhouse this year, but we like using them for a number of things. You can also use them as pitchers for water and stuff like that. But this one cost me $1. Okay, this cost me $1 when it was full of seeds. We took one of these open and we had almost 300 seeds in just one. So if you think about 300 seeds, that's more seeds than anyone's really going to need. And with each one of those vines potentially producing, you know, a whole handful of these, we've got some interesting stuff going on. So when we were up at Baker Creek the other day, saw this one hanging there. And it's at some guy's booth. And we were walking by, he goes, "Hey, only $1, birdhouse gourd." And I'm like, you know, that's a shape we don't have. Got some different shapes, right? That's a shape we don't have. And I thought, wow, we might as well go for it. I mean, this is $1, right? That's a very cheap investment. Also, completely full of seeds in there, and that's not even all of them. You got to scrape the inside of it. And this type of gourd looks pretty good for a lot of things. One thing I could do is chop the top off of it, drill a couple holes in it, make some wool cordage, wear it on a sling, you know, put some seed in there for casting on my pasture to try to build that up with some different stuff. You could cut it in half, have a very nice deep bowl to use. It could be a watering bowl for animals. It could be a bowl probably for human use. It could be a lot of things. We're also going to try growing some of the big bushel gourds this year, which get very big. They can get up to 200 pounds, but you grow a big bushel, very nice hard type gourd, used for a lot of things around the world. I once saw a picture of a bunch of people fishing over in Africa, and they were all wading out in the water. They all had whatever they were using to fish. I think it was nets at the time. And they all had a bushel gourd tied to them, floating to them with an opening on the top. They'd probably drop a rock down in it, maybe put some water in there. Well, they use it as a live well, and then throw their fish in there. And their fish, because of the angle of the thing, with only the hole at the top, they wouldn't be able to escape. And they all had their own fish basket they could either grow themselves or buy cheaply from somebody else or barter and trade for stuff. So when I saw this, I thought, you know what? This looks like a great gourd to add to the homestead. Yes, you can use it as a birdhouse. You can probably use it as a bowl. You can probably use it as all sorts of different things. And I just love being able to, especially for $1, $1. You could buy an empty one of these for $1. And then when it's full of seeds, you could buy just a portion of the seeds in here for $1. So to get it and the seeds and everything for $1, it just excites me. We're going to put up some real nice gourd tunnels. We're going to be growing a variety of these. They've all got different shapes, different uses, so we're excited about it anyway. So, like I said, $1 well spent as far as I'm concerned. I wonder the variations of these. I wonder the size, shape, kind of how much variation there is within this. And then also sometimes, if you grow two kinds kind of close together, they could cross-pollinate. If you save the seeds and plant them from that, you can wind up with some different shapes. These might have the same ancestors. I mean, you see some very similar things, but all the ones Paul Mac had were very round. All the ones that we have are very long and narrow. Like I said, good for a spoon, okay? Good for a dipper. Different, but very similar. So, just something we enjoy, we like doing, and trying to be smart. I know I can go down to Tractor Supply, buy a little watering tray for some sort of animal for a bit. You know, I could probably make my own out of something like this. So, alright, pop out.
As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.